All right. Walking back from In-N-Out right now. Ready to house the food. Crazy night. Crazy night. It's like 1 a.m. I got about a 2-mile walk right now. So hopefully I make it. Holding the camera out in my face, swerving, sorry. I should have got a selfie stick or something. But I'm about to walk through campus. So I'll check it out late. I really want to eat my In-N-Out. I got 2 hamburgers, just ketchup, the In-N-Out sauce. But this is University of Texas behind me at Austin. Crazy night. I think Biden's gonna pull it out. It was a little nerve-wracking because I don't know, you always hear on CNN and all that shit that like the pollsters and people who fucking fill out the Nielsen forms and all that stuff. Loud trucks going by, my bad. They always say that Biden's ahead and he was gonna win big and X, Y, and Z. But at the end of the day, Trump made that shit close. And it's still real close. So like, it's not even a given that Biden's gonna win, but hopefully he does. I heard in Georgia, they might fucking go blue, which would be crazy because then Kyle said, I think if Georgia goes blue, he doesn't really need Pennsylvania, which is big. I'm gonna switch my hands because this fucking drink is cold as shit. Oh, let me see if this works. So yeah, if nope, that doesn't work. I got 2 burgers. Here's my bag. Let me see if I can flip this around. And I'm letting all the air and steam out of the bag. But I want to go to town on that shit right now. It was hard to hold this and the drink and keep the phone going at the same time. I birded down there and parked my bird, but it told me it was a no bird parking zone. But I'm walking past campus right now. So if anybody's at University of Texas, come outside right now. No, I'm not baked. I don't smoke. I'm just real hungry. We sat at Rogan's studio for like 5 hours. They were on air, something like that. And they all got McDonald's before, and I wasn't really hungry when they were ordering. So I said I didn't want anything. And then the one dude gave me some French fries. So I had some fries, but I'm starving. And In-N-Out closed at 1, and it was like 12:30. And I was like, I think I can get there before they close. And I took one of the birds, and I got there in 15 minutes. Made it inside, got my burgers, and bounced right at like 1 o'clock. Kyle's still back at the room. He wasn't hungry, so I just went out and got some food myself. This part of Texas is not that bad, like by the campus. But then once I get down a couple blocks, it's low-key like a little dark and sketchy. So I'm gonna try and walk through campus and cut out like a whole chunk of it. I thought the podcast was dope. I thought it was like awesome. Kyle freaked that shit as he always does. Like he just savvy with like his political knowledge and the way he speaks and the shit he knows. And people respect that and fuck with it. And Joe is just good at teeing up questions and asking shit and keeping the conversations going along. Tim Dillon's mad funny. Like he knows like when to chime in with some funny ass shit. And like just plays his role in the conversation perfectly. Like if it was just Joe and Tim, it would have been weird because no one would have really known any political shit. But Kyle did a good job of like keeping them moving and keeping them knowledgeable of like what was happening. So that was good to have all 3 of them. He would have freaked it just him and Joe, but him, Joe, and Tim was just awesome too because Tim would chime in with some like stupid comment or something. Yeah, I think Biden's gonna win. Joe is pushing back against Kyle a lot more than his usual conversations with him. I don't think he was like pushing back. I think he was just like trying to understand or trying to figure out shit, as we all are. You know, like we all have questions about like politics and what's happening right now. And Joe was just trying to figure out like what the fuck's going on. And even pundits don't know what's going on. So like it's hard to figure out like what's really happening. And look, here's University of Texas. I'm gonna flip this shit around. So sorry for this. I might sit down and eat my burger actually. University of Texas at Austin. I hope you're allowed to walk through campus at night, because I'm doing that shit. Here's, if anybody wanted to see what University of Texas is like. They got all political banners. This was my question also. Hold on, I'm gonna put this down for a second and chill. This was my question. Do any of those political banners in front of voting stations make a difference? Like, is someone gonna see that shit and vote for somebody because they saw their banner? I don't know, maybe. I tend to think, at first like thought, I'm like, no. But then second thought, if I saw someone's name and that was the last thing I saw before writing like out the candidates, and I didn't necessarily know, but I saw like Christina Castaneda or whatever her name is right there, this lady, then maybe I like select her name because it's the like just the last thing imprinted in my mind. But like if I'm voting for like another candidate, I wouldn't necessarily, it's just like a waste of paper. So I feel bad for paper companies because like the whole shit is just like filled with them. So that's a waste. They're probably not recyclable. Someone worked at a polls and didn't have any signs. But I mean, a majority of polling stations have those shit sitting outside. So I think is anomaly the right word? You're an anomaly. Hey Drew, what up, man? Go to sleep. It's probably fucking 3 a.m. or something there. Who's gonna get intimidated? Students are walking by. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Kyle voted. That's what he said. But New York went blue anyway. So I don't think it didn't really even matter. Oh, it's only 11:20 in LA. I don't know. I'm gonna continue walking. I'm not trying to get jumped out here. I got 2 burgers. Low key, if I was someone, I would. How do I hold this? Okay. No, hold on. All right, I'm gonna hold the drink and then try and hold the bag. There we go. All right. No, I mean, if you live in New York and voted, that's awesome. But New York's gonna go blue. Biden won that shit. So like, people can't get mad at Kyle because he's kept it real like the whole time. He's fucking gone through the process. He's told you his thoughts on Biden. He's told you his thoughts on Trump. He's told you his thoughts on like Green Party or whatever the fuck else people are running. In-N-Out does have milkshakes. Kyle got one yesterday. He said it was meh. I don't think it was really anything special. Look, here are all the signs I'm talking about. You can see them a little better now because it's lit up. Look at that shit. Just looks tacky as fuck. Like it looks bad. Like, come on, Julie Oliver. No one's seeing that shit and voting for you because they fucking saw your name there. Look at this shit. This shit just looks like, makes the campus look like grimy, in my opinion. Oh, we could see some statues. Here's probably a racist dude. Who's this? Who's this guy? Who are you? Who are you? If I look like a racist dude. Who is this? This is, you cannot humiliate the person who feels pride. I don't know who this is. If anybody does, let me know. I know there's a George Washington statue in the middle of campus, so we can go walk and see that. But look at all these. I wish I can put a vote thing here in my chat that's non-recyclable or whatever. But do these look tacky? No, I'm not high. I don't smoke. I'm being real. These look tacky on the campus. It's like if I'm a student, obviously I know like it's a polling station. But still, here's Texas's like building. We're walking through like the middle of campus right now. It's really nice. Like the front of this building is mad nice, and you could see it from like blocks away. They do look tacky, right? T. Gilly. Here's a big pole. Sorry for the shaky video. We've been looking for a phone stand all weekend and couldn't get one. I don't know what goes on in this building, so if any of you students are on this live stream or afterwards if you watch, tell me what goes on in this building, because if I was a student, I would sort of like having a class in here just because this shit looks mad official. Core purpose. Here's the core purpose. To transform lives for the benefit of society. Oh yeah, Christina, that's a perfect call that the vote for me now should stop. Look at this building. Someone tell me. This big ass space. This kind of looks like Philadelphia and the Rocky Steps. Not as many steps. Look at that building. I mean, Trump, yeah, he's gonna say thank you. A lot of people still voted for him. Like at the end of the day, mad people still voted for Trump. So like, of course he's gonna thank them. You know, like, it's still sad. Like, there's still mad racist people in this country that voted for Donald Trump. Like, people try and pretend like if Biden wins, that like shit's all good. Like, no, there's still millions of people that voted for Donald Trump. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, Joe's not tall. Yeah, Trump's gonna be on his Pete Buttigieg shit tonight and claim victory, but look at that. Mad nice. Oh, I could show you a George Washington statue. And I said this to Kyle, I feel like George Washington probably had, I mean, he did, like, I think he did have slaves. But this motherfucker still gets a statue. Yeah, I voted for Biden. I voted early and mailed it in Illinois. Not gonna lie, it was mad. Oh, I just missed a step. It was mad intimidating because, like, you gotta sign your name and do all this shit. Here's George Washington for you guys. Posted chilling, overlooking campus. Yeah, I almost ate it. There's Big George. There's his junk. There's George Washington's junk. For everybody who ever wondered. Georgie Wash. #1 president. What is he? Commander-in-Chief. When made Commander-in-Chief of the American Army in the Revolution on July 3rd, 1773. This is what he looked like on that day. Little did he know that he'd be fucking frozen in time. Look at those boots. He looks like he's holding some weird shit. I don't know what that is. I gotta readjust my like the cup. Let me show you. The cups they give you at In-N-Out, they're not good because it's starting to like mold inward. Ow, and my hands hurt. Oh, they got the fountains on. It's kind of weird just me talking to everybody. If anybody wants to ask a question. No, Alex Jones wasn't there tonight. I think he did his own live stream thing. He did his own thing. You've looked like the one outside since the start of the stream. Oh, you've looked like the only one outside since the start of the stream. I've been the only one on the stream. It's my stream. Campus is like dead right now. I feel like even when I went to school, there was only like 9,000 kids in my school, but there would always be someone chilling outside on a bench or doing some shit. fucking school probably has like thousands of kids and nobody is out. It's a ghost town. Look at this. Oh, you made me look. I thought somebody was behind the camera. I could low-key go running through the sprinklers. But there's nobody out here. But this is a nice little like patio that like kids probably go on and chill. We saw a guy walking his dog the other day. Let me turn the camera around so you guys see the campus a little bit. It's actually a nice water fountain straight ahead. I feel like I'm doing like a promo for University of Texas. Like they should bless me. Oh, here's something. They probably took this statue down. Look at this. This looks like it definitely used to be a statue, right? John H. Reagan, 1818 to 1905. District Judge. I don't know, you guys tell me. Someone look this up if this John H. Reagan was a statue that they took down. But here's the thing, that branch looks like it's pretty close to the top of the monument. So, I don't know. I feel like if they took down the top, they would have took down the whole shit. So I don't know, you guys tell me. I would put another pole in there, but I can't do it with one hand. On the other side, there is no statue either. But I actually came here, hold on, this is interesting. I actually came here about a year ago and I walked this same route and I feel like there were statues on there. So they might have took them down because of everything that's transpired since, with like finding out that all these people were like actually racist and they shouldn't have monuments and statues. Here's what I'm talking about is mad nice. And sorry, my hand's starting to shake because look how beautiful that is. It's on the middle of campus. Look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that. People definitely have to jump in this shit. Joe's not right wing. He's just curious about things. And he respects Kyle's opinion a lot. And, Kyle does a good job of, I think Kyle's left leaning, but he does a great job of like keeping it real and just telling people, look at that. Look at that shot. Oh. Put that as your screensaver. Oh, so somebody said that he served as on something for the Confederacy. Look at that view. I'm gonna turn the camera around. I'm watching my step this time. So now I'm walking back to the hotel. I still haven't eaten my Five Guys. It's gonna be super cold and fucking terrible, but that's all for you guys, man. I don't think there's a Whataburger around campus. And if there is, I didn't even look it up, to be honest with you. I just knew that there was an In-N-Out here, so I just looked that shit up and went and got it. Kyle did great tonight, man. I mean, like, it's weird to say that because he's my boy, but like, I'm proud of him. Like, on some like he's my son type shit. Like, I'm proud of him for doing well. I still don't know who Vanoosh is, or Vanoosh. I know I'm not saying it right. Kyle was on no drugs. He's on just fucking genius drugs. He's a genius. And it was cool to just see him do his shit. And Tim Dillon's funny as fuck. I once parked in this parking lot over here. It's cool to go somewhere like a year ago and then come back a year later and just see. Nah, I don't care about super chats, man. I was mad grateful for people earlier who gave super chats, but like, deadass, I haven't fucking posted a video in mad long. I haven't done shit on YouTube in mad long. So like, I'm not worried about that shit, man. Like, it's just cool to show you guys like fucking campus a little bit. Walk around. Cause I would be eating my Five Guys. if I didn't give a fuck about you guys. But the fact that like my arm's about to fall off from holding my phone because I don't have a fucking selfie stick. And if I did, it would just be a little weird. But holding my phone out in front of my face is a little weird too. No, I didn't get Five Guys. I got In-N-Out. I'm walking by some shit now that there might be a table where I could post up. But I need to switch my hands because shit is hurting. Probably got like another fucking mile and a half left, so I don't know if you guys want to stay with me. Yeah, we'll maybe do another podcast soon. Yeah, I'm gonna put this down for a second and shake my arm out. Why is everybody up still? What are the fucking polls? What's happening? Did Biden win Georgia? Because that's big if he wins Georgia. Ow. Ow. Did Biden win Georgia? I'm curious. Or is he gonna win Georgia? I'm walking through campus still got mad far to go. My burger's getting cold as shit. There's the campus behind me. You guys have been with me this whole time. Thank you. Why do I think voting is important? I mean, I had this conversation with my father-in-law, and it's just important to vote because, I don't know. I won't get into it, but like, it's just important to vote and fucking make sure your voice is heard. It sucks how the fucking voting process works because like, at the end of the day, it really should just be like, there's X amount of people in the fucking country. X amount of people voted for one person, X amount of people voted for the other person. Like, it shouldn't fucking come down to Pennsylvania to decide who's gonna be our fucking president. Like, that's the shit that gets me tight, is like, why is Pennsylvania so important? Like, no disrespect to Pennsylvania and the people who live in Pennsylvania, but like their vote shouldn't be more important than someone in what it comes down to, or anywhere for that matter. Like it's just frustrating because to see CNN and all these fucking people like put up like on their screen like it's all coming down to Wisconsin and fucking Georgia, and like technically you're saying their vote matters more than mine, and it does. Like Kyle fucking said, like, he's in New York, his vote doesn't matter. It should though. And like, why is there even a popular vote? Like, don't even count the shit if it doesn't count to get people mad. Like, we all know every year or every 4 years that the Democrats fucking win the popular vote. So like, don't even count the shit if like they fucking, if it's not accounted for. I think South Carolina, your vote counts. Is that a blue state? Regardless, it's just frustrating. I'm like, man, I don't know. It's weird fucking shit, man. And the fact that like Republicans just try to throw out so many votes, and like Trump saying now like votes that come in after the fucking polls are closed don't count. Like, come on, man. It's just, and then what's even more frustrating is like these fucking media outlets, CNN, MSNBC, all this shit, they're trying to front now like they weren't helping this motherfucker and propping up all the shit he was saying prior. So now they're like trying to discredit all the shit he's saying. Like, he's been saying this shit since '88. So we're just in a tough spot. I mean, I think it was refreshing to see the amount of people that tuned in and watched Kyle and Joe's and Tim Dillon's live stream, because that's really like, it's just really impressive and what's the right word? Encouraging to see that like almost more than 700,000 people tuned into a live stream to watch them. And at the same time, you go to YouTube and the homepage is like, granted, listen to this. I follow Joe Rogan on YouTube. I subscribe. I obviously subscribe to Kyle's channel. But their live stream wasn't recommended to me. Yet I don't subscribe to CNN. I don't subscribe to ABC. I don't subscribe to NBC. And those are the fucking videos those are the ones that are fucking shown to me and promoted on their homepage. And they're getting 200,000 views, which, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of people. But it's not 700,000 views. And it's not promoted on the homepage. So that means 700,000 people seeked out Kyle's and Joe's podcast. Whereas, who's to say like 50,000 of those people that were on the CBS stream or the ABC stream aren't just clicking on that shit because it's on the homepage? You know? So that's what's encouraging. It's encouraging that, almost 1 million people fucking clicked on some shit that wasn't on the homepage. They had to go search and find. And it wasn't like, the time wasn't promoted. Kyle put the time out maybe 2 hours before. How long do you think CBS, NBC, ABC were all promoting their fucking bullshit ass live streams that probably gave you no information? So like, that's the shit that frustrates me, man. But like, people are turning the corner on media, on ways to, learn about things. They're not just trusting fucking Wolf, fucking old-faced Blitzer. No disrespect to Wolf Blitzer. But like, people aren't relying on that shit anymore, man, because it's just like, they feed the beast. It's like they've been feeding this fucking animal for fucking 4 years. And then all of a sudden, after 4 years, they're gonna try and pull the food away. Like, nah, you can't do that. You've been feeding this dude for 4 years, so now he's looking at you on some, like, you got me here shit. And now you're going to try and just walk away? So, that's where we're at. But, keep showing love. They got more fucking live viewers than some of these fucking main networks combined. Like, think about that shit. Excuse my language. Sorry. Kyle's back at the room. I just went and got a burger. And I just pulled something in my neck because I'm holding my phone. But think about that. All of these networks who've got so much money, they've got so much power, they've got so much time to promote shit and market shit and do all this stuff, got less views combined than a live stream of Joe Rogan and Kyle that maybe they promoted once. Joe might have promoted it one time on his Instagram. Kyle made maybe one video about it. Kyle tweeted out a time for the shit maybe 3 hours before. And it still got almost 1 million live viewers and tripled what any of those network things did. That's where we're at. But you gotta fucking go on. Hopefully Biden pulls it out. I'm not gonna lie, I tweeted this out. I get nervous every time Joe Biden gives a speech. Because it's like he doesn't know. I don't know what he's gonna say. He probably doesn't know what he's gonna say. It's sort of weird now that, like, I mean, no disrespect to his wife. She seems like a nice lady. But, like, she whispers shit in his ear all the time, and, like, he can't hear her, and she's standing right next to him. And it's not like it's loud because everybody's in their cars. So it's not like they're at some rally that's OD loud. Everybody's in their cars, and they honk when he says some shit. So if his wife says something right next to him and he can't hear that, that's a sign of, like, this dude is super old. He can't even hear. So what he can't hear, he can't put a thought together. He's gonna be our president. Knock on wood, if everything goes well. I don't know what the results are right now. I haven't seen anything. I mean, yeah, if Biden wins, the work has just begun. But like Kyle says, don't expect a lot, man. Like, it's not like he's gonna get in there and shit's just gonna drastically be much better. Like, shit's still gonna be worse for a while. So, I mean, it's not gonna be all gloomy and fucking nice if he gets in there. But I don't know. People are still burning and stuff out here. Biden's in bad shape, I know that. But he's still got to win. Like, I don't know what Trump's saying. He's probably saying everything's rigged. Ow, I pulled something in my neck. Not too bad in Texas right now. I want to show you guys the state building in a second. Trump has a better shot at winning this right now. Wait, Trump still has a shot at winning? I thought it was a wrap. If Georgia goes to Biden, which low-key, I'm not even going to say I said that, but I thought this originally. I got a lot of family in Georgia that live in Atlanta. Trump outperformed the polls because what are the polls? Like, what are pre-election polls? That's what frustrates me, and that's something that Joe said before they got on air, was like, I don't trust those. And I've been saying this shit since 88 too. It's like, who's taking surveys? Who's filling out like pre-poll shit? Like, who's really giving you that information? And I've never been called or been emailed or been sent a piece of paper that says like, who are you voting for? Like, where are they getting that information? One. And two, where are they getting that information in a pandemic? Like, no one's answering that shit. No one's filling shit out and sending it back so you can fucking get an idea of who I'm voting for. Most of the time, no one wants to tell you who they're voting for. It's like that unwritten rule of like asking someone how much their car payment is. You don't ask someone who they're voting for. And so for someone to tell you that shit, it's just not something they'll do. It's just an awkward, like, to me, it's not an awkward question. If you ask me, I'll be like, I'm voting for Biden. I'm voting for Obama, X, Y, and Z. But a lot of other people don't like sharing that shit because it, like, either one, maybe they want to vote for Trump or they voted for Trump. Or they're, like, embarrassed to say they want to vote for Biden because, like, it's not really who they want. Maybe they're a Bernie supporter or something. I don't know. I'm just ranting. Do you guys even fuck with that rant? It depends on who's asking. I mean, like, Joe has mentioned something about, like, the Nielsen families. I don't know what that means. If that's, like, set families that are just chosen each 4 years. Look at this shit behind me. Come on. Look at how gorgeous that is. That's nice, man. It's a shame that all those buildings are fucking corrupt as shit and everybody that goes in there is corrupt as shit. They put up this fucking grandioso building and expect people to look at it and praise it and fucking be enamored by it. But at the end of the day, people go in there and fucking rob people of their fucking dignities. Sorry, I'm on one tonight, man. I'm on one tonight. I haven't eaten my burgers. My arm hurts from holding this shit. I've been holding my phone for 32 minutes. Nielsen is TV rating people to see how many people watch specific channels. Yeah, no one's giving out, like, information about that shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, we have the information already. We know old people watch Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. Like, all that shit is out there already. There's not any new information. These polls are so wrong. And the thing that gets me mad is, like, nobody on network TV will come out and be like, damn, we fucked up. We were totally off. Like, at least fucking give Trump some credit because, like, he fucking got people to go out and vote for him OD. And, like, surprising mad people. Oh. I had to have some lemonade. Trump's up big in Pennsylvania right now. That's a little scary. I still think, and Kyle says this as well, the mail-in votes don't get voted till last, or don't get counted till last. So the numbers are going to look like Trump is up big. But at the end of the day, and it could take 3 days, it could be Friday. And this is another thing that frustrates me. You could get people to work 24 hours at Walmart, at fucking 7-Eleven, at shit that's open 24 hours. But you can't find some people to fucking work overnight at the polls to count some shit that is like the most important shit ever? Like, that's kind of weird. Why can't you find people, pay them a little bit of extra money, do whatever you got to do, but just have them stay all night and count that shit all night? If you got to switch out crews, like, make it like a hockey shift. shift out the next crew, bring in the next people, and count up again. Be like, yo, I left off right here. Pick it up and just count. And then the next crew comes in at fucking the next 5-hour shift. Like, there's plenty of people out there. There should be some 24-hour shit. It shouldn't, like, when you hear on the news, when you hear them say, counting will resume at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Like, huh? Shit isn't a restaurant. Like, you don't have to close at fucking 10 o'clock. Fucking keep counting. I'll go count. No one asked me. I'll go count. So, like, just keep counting. It's kind of frustrating, man. Because there's so much shit that makes you just scratch your head and wonder, like, what the fuck is really going on? You can't get people to count votes overnight, so we don't have to be here for 3 days? And make it seem like it's okay that, like, we won't know who the president is? Like, when I took the SATs, when I took any test, that shit was a Scantron. They put it in a fucking machine, and it spewed out who the winner, like, what my results were. You can't do that? I mean, half the time we're voting on a machine, so that number just has to go into some database. So that cuts out all the fucking shit right there. And the mail-in votes, you've had time. You've had plenty of time. I sent in my shit 2 weeks ago to count it. So why do you have to wait till after? Why can't it just be universal that all the mail-in votes get counted as they come in? Like, you shouldn't have to put them in a pile. Right? Am I wrong on that? Because I feel like I'm kind of right on that shit. I feel like if I send in my vote on a Monday and you receive it on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. All right, so I send in my vote on Monday. You receive it on Wednesday. Just fucking count my shit on Wednesday. Don't put it in like the I gotta get to this later pile, because then it's just gonna pile up. It's the same shit with anything. You put that shit off to the side, it's just gonna pile up, and then you're gonna have like 40 or however many people voted early, 40 million, whatever, mad million people. You're gonna end up having to do that shit when there's a big ass pile, and that's gonna be delayed. I just don't get who comes up with all this shit. Maybe I just don't know. That's one. But I'm also dumb enough to just know that there should be some universal shit. We're all citizens of the fucking United States of America. People in fucking North Dakota shouldn't fucking, their vote shouldn't be any less or any more important than my shit. Democracy is purposely insufficient. Yeah. I still got a little bit ways to go, so thank you guys for bearing with me. My burger's gonna be cold as fuck. Thoughts on ranked choice voting? I feel like I know what that shit is, but I don't really know what that is. So Mike, kind of put what that shit is. Damn. There's some people who take pickup trucks with let me see if I can find it. And they pick up those birds. And supposedly you can make mad money if you collect all the birds and like recharge them and bring them back to like their charging stations. That's like a thing. And there's so many of them, man. I mean, it's kind of cool for an outsider, because in downtown Chicago, I don't believe they have birds yet, or like these motor scooters. But when you go to a different state and you see them, they're cool because you can get around fast. You can, ride on the streets, and it's pretty fun. And it's, fairly inexpensive. But if I live in Austin, these shits are just all, look at this. I'm going to turn the, these shits are just laying all over the place. They're everywhere, randomly. So, like, it's kind of annoying. Like, if I live in downtown Austin, like, it looks ugly for your city. To just have those shits all around, laying everywhere. Like, they're, like, in the grass. sideways, like, it's dead here though, man. Like there's nobody on the street, and this is like a fucking major city. New York City, you walk around, there's people everywhere. Like, there's some music playing, someone's dancing, someone's doing some shit, someone's selling some shit, even at fucking 3 a.m. Here's one car driving up. That's about it. One car. I haven't seen one person on the street. I haven't even seen a homeless person. That's crazy too. Because we saw homeless people early on, but not really anymore. There's benches. I should probably sit down and just eat my burgers. I don't think it's because of COVID. I went to Kansas City a while ago, and it was the same type of thing. I mean, Kansas City is obviously not Austin, Texas, but it's a major city. And there was nobody on the streets. I'm kind of impressed. I've been talking for 41 minutes. I don't even know how I did that. But here we are. How far from your room? I am probably still about, I'll say a mile. I gotta walk all the way down to the end of like this major shit, and then I make a left and walk like 5 blocks. I don't think anybody's afraid of the riots. No one's. They're like, this is the exact opposite of riots. It's like a ghost town. It's almost like scarily a ghost town. Because it's almost like some tidal wave shit where like the wave is just going back, and back. Where maybe people in Austin are plotting some shit. And when the actual results, I don't think Austin really has riots though. And correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't remember Austin being like a place that really gets like out of control. I'm coming up on 6th Street though. Supposedly 6th Street is like a famous spot that has like a ton of bars, and probably not during COVID time gets pretty rowdy. I'll show you guys 6th Street when I get down there. But a lot of these places are doing construction. Here's something pretty interesting. I don't know if you could see it, but that building up top there with the clock on it, over like where my top of my hair is pointing, right there. That's called the Owl Building. And I was learning about it. Something like the guy couldn't put his name on it or some shit, or like I forgot what he wanted to do, but they wouldn't let him. So he made the building in the shape of an owl because he went to Temple University. And it's almost his way of like getting across whatever he wanted to do that they wouldn't let him do, is making the building look like an owl. But it's kind of fuck you, dude, because it's like, you don't have to fuck with Temple University that much. That's why like when Bill Cosby used to like OD on Temple University, I would always just be like, take it easy a little bit, because like at the end of the day, it's just a school. Like, I love my college, SUNY Cortland, shout out. But like, pump the brakes a little bit, because they still ripped you off on tuition. They still don't give a fuck about you. And then if some shit goes down like Bill Cosby, they're gonna fucking disown you. So all that love that you were giving them, they don't give a fuck about you. They're not defending you. So like, to put like Temple University, when he made that building look like an owl, because of that, they got blessed. Because that's some fucking loyalty. As much as I love SUNY Cortland, I would never like build a building that looked like it. You know what I'm saying? So like, just be easy on how much you fucking support some shit that's not like your family or blood or some shit like that. Unless like the guy founded Temple University, then you could fucking build a building and make it look like all crazy and shit. Here's JP Morgan and Chase. Corin, I didn't see what you said, Beatles. Oh man, we're getting there, folks. I promise you. We're almost there. I might cut this shit because my hand is like gonna chop off. Texas 9th Avenue. I'm around there. If anybody wants to run out of their dorm room and catch up to me and say what up, you're more than welcome to, but I'm not gonna stop walking. Cesar Chavez. I feel like I'm around there too. I said that for the 900th time. Kyle is back at the room. I went to go get a hamburger. I'm starving. They all ordered McDonald's during the live stream, and I didn't get any because I had just eaten before we got there. I had just eaten, and I didn't get any food. And then they did the podcast for like 1,000 hours, and turn off the video. We can probably hear you. Oh, is somebody around me? If someone got on my live stream while I'm on my live stream, that'd be pretty gangster. I'm coming up on West 5th in Colorado. So, if you can get down here that fast, that would be impressive and weird. So maybe don't do that shit. Oh, because you could probably get to a street that I'm going to be at soon. Ow, my left arm hurts from like holding this burger. Should I sit down and eat? Why is everybody still up, man? Like, wait until the election results are done. One of my coworkers said In-N-Out had chill. I forgot. I couldn't read that fast enough. In-N-Out worth it. Hell yeah, In-N-Out's worth it. I'm trying to stay hydrated. I got this lemonade in my hand. There's some really cool graffiti in downtown Austin. I didn't get to see as much as I'd like this trip, but definitely saw a lot of it. Okay, I'm coming up on another street. And if I were to have birded this back, I would have been back. Because I bird with the quickness. I go like 20 miles per hour on the bird. People asking some sus questions. I don't know what they're asking. Repeat what you're asking so I could see it. Here's Bet Naylor Street. Bet Naylor. Arizona is for who? Arizona for Biden. I think they called Arizona a while ago. So you're late. Biden's up 236 to 213. That's a little close. Georgia. Is there any update on Georgia? Can someone give me an update on Georgia before I get back to the room and see for myself? I would say, what time is my flight? It's late. That place is still open. Damn. Everybody close down. It's late. Trump is winning Georgia. Georgia was Trump town a little while ago. Trump is 3-0. Put your phone in your hoodie. Behind me. Sofa King, you're late to the party, man. We've been on here for a hot minute. We've been on here for like 48 minutes. You're late to the game, man. I'm almost back at the place already. I could probably cut up one of these streets. I think that's what I didn't do last time. Couple more blocks. He's trying to nullify votes in Georgia. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Sounds about right. Here's more like scooters on the street. Again. Again, if you don't live here, you don't mind it. But if you live here, shit kind of looks a little just like whack. Oh, and somebody left this one on. I might debo this. No, it's not really cold. It's like a beautiful night for a walk. It's like crisp out. My arm's probably numb. Look at someone left this shit. Chilling. They left their wheels bike. The light on. It's 2 a.m. right now. Everybody go to bed. All right, I might chop this off. I feel good. Sofa King, you missed the rant, man. You missed the epic one. I went in, man. I'm just frustrated and tired of all this shit. It's 3 a.m. Oregon decriminalized coke, heroin, meth. Yeah, I think it's probably good for Oregon because, like, let people do what they want. Like, stop infringing on people's, like, freedoms. I know that's, like, tough to say with like such hard drugs like that, but like when you put a block on it, it just makes people want to do that even more, I feel like. That's my opinion. But that's just my thoughts. I feel like when you just legalize all of it, you'll eventually see the numbers will go down, I think, over time. Probably to start, the shit goes way up because people probably just start using that shit because they're allowed to. But over time, it's like a fad that just goes away. It's like, oh, we could do that shit? Nah, we don't want to do that shit. There's two people behind me. Hopefully they're not like from the live stream. We'll see. You guys stay with me. Florida passed $15 minimum wage, yeah. But they still selected the wrong fucking candidate. And that's frustrating. Almost back. I still got my burgers. I don't know if they're still with me. I was getting weary. You didn't get a notification? Yeah, I voted for Biden. Thanks everybody for rocking with me on this whole walk back. Like an hour walk back. There's a spot right here on the corner of our hotel. It's called Veracruz. Supposedly it was voted like the #1 breakfast tacos in the US. You gotta like order them online. So I'm gonna try and order some tomorrow morning. And if I get caught with, if you get caught with the drugs. Yeah, but you shouldn't have to worry about that shit. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna get Veracruz tomorrow. Supposedly, I heard it was breakfast burrito. That's what our driver told us originally. But I think it's breakfast tacos that they're known for. So I'll get some breakfast tacos. It's more or less the same thing. Hotel's mad nice. They put us up in a nice ass hotel. So you could see the Capitol building all the way in the back there. The building really looks like it's like in DC. Like it looks like they picked up some shit from DC. They like made an extra one there and they were like, damn, where can we put this? They're like, bring it to Austin, but you gotta paint that shit like sand color. So there's that. All right, I'm gonna log off. Or maybe I'll wait till we just, I'm gonna log off. All right, love you guys. Thanks for chilling. I'll see you guys soon. It was a fun walk back. I got my burgers to the house when I get back to the hotel. I might just sit in the lobby and eat it. Yeah, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow or something. Peace out, everybody.